No one is talking about this. Check this out. You're looking at a weekly chart right now. And this weekly chart here, this is 2008. So this high here was back in 2008. We've been going down and down and down and down ever since. And look at this here. Ever since basically 2016, almost 10 years ago, this market has been doing absolutely nothing. But you know what? Look at this here. The market coming down through to here, we're squeezing up and we're just getting a breakout right now. This could be getting ready for some serious price action. And that's what I want to share with you, exactly what this market is and why I'm watching for it right now and why I'm actually really been honing on it. But also, I'll give you a bit of a market update today, guys. Let's get into a bit of a market update first. And then I will share with you exactly what that market is and why it's could be really good opportunity for us. Let's actually get into the actual markets itself, bit of a market update for everyone, and then we can go from here. Guys, do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video here right now. There is no guarantees of you making a profit in the market, so be smart about it. Also, guys, I've just put up a brand new 25-minute training walking you through the exact system and strategies I use every single day that has a high accuracy. And by the way, how I trade is I trade with a simple trading pattern and one moving average, and that's it. I'm going to teach you for free. There should be, if you go to John's free training, or there should be that second link in the description, click on that and you'll be able to get access to that free training to really help you out when it comes to that. Now, check out this. Let's actually get into the actual S&P 500 here. Now, what's happening with the S&P 500? We do know the market here is getting very, 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 very top heavy. Okay, now what do I mean by this? Firstly, let's go to the daily charts here and we'll start to build the picture for you, okay? This will get so cool. So firstly, look at this move to the upside. Just absolutely parabolic. Here we go to the upside, right? From there, all through there. Look at that parabolic move. So what does that simply mean, right? What's coming really, really soon? We do know what? We do know we're probably going to start to see this level of a pullback, right? This level of pullback here. And I do believe we're likely to see the pullback really, really, really soon out of this market here. And we can see what's going on through there when it comes to that. If I bring up the cash market, again, there's a massive gap here that's probably going to get filled. Now, check this out. This is what I want to share with you right now. The market is starting to get a bit top heavy here right now. Now, what do I mean by top heavy? Let me show you this here. Let me go to the futures markets here. And if I bring up the daily charts, notice this here. Notice what's happening through here. So if we can see this market coming up through to here, right? And then we had the pullback up through there, pullback up through there. And now look what's happening, right? We're starting to slowly step up. So we haven't broken it yet, but if we start to break past this 5,900 level, if I zoom right in on this hourly chart, this is the hourly chart here, this whole 5,900 level, if we don't push to the upside and we keep rolling to the downside, right? If we do start to get that and we start to get a break below the 5,900 level, then we're probably likely to see the start of that drop coming in the markets. And therefore, we're probably going to come down to, I would say there's a really good support level around this. If we break the 5,900, we're probably going to start to see our movement down towards that 5,600 maybe. Then possibly also these levels all through here, right? So 5,600, possibly even as much down to a 50% retracement, which by the way, traders, that is going to be a good thing. Why? Let me show you why. Because if we bring up the real big long-term charts now, and let me just take everything off let me take the moving average off the screen because we don't need to that. We just need to focus on the charts, right? The charts are your friend. So look at this here. So if we have a look at this, if we go to here and we extend this to the upside, right? So this here is what? That's the trend line there, right? See how we actually bounced off here and now we've had a bit of a really strong move to the upside. Oh, by the way, traders, a bit of a thing for you guys, okay? What was happening down here? Down here was what? A good buying opportunity. But at the time, most people weren't seeing it as a buying opportunity, right? Most people were saying, and you may even be there, right? You may have thought that, oh my goodness, the fear and greed index is pinging at extreme fear. That's it, tariffs. That's it. The market's going to collapse. That's it. You heard all those stories, right? And then the market rallied. That's what the market does, right? Yes, the market does do that. The purpose of me saying this here is that next time you start to see that, flip your mindset. Instead of thinking fear, fear, fear as a warning, use fear, fear, fear as a signal to get ready for the next big move to come. And based off that there, guys, let me actually show you this here, right? There was a post that I did just recently when it comes down to my community thing here, just to share with you guys here. This here, right? When fear peaks, opportunity knocks. Most traders get it backwards. They buy when they feel when they buy when they feel safe, which is greed, and sell when it feels scary, which is fear. That's exactly how they lose money. So if you've been trading markets, I would say less than 5 years, and it's something that I was actually talking about with my Inner Circle members, because I'm actually with my Inner Circle members. Some of them, I'm actually with them every single day for an hour, really coaching and helping them. If you'd like to join us and be part of that Inner Circle group, then you can fill out the application. There should be a link in the description there, guys. Go fill out the application. I'll speak to you where you can actually join us. And it's a real small group. I've only got just over 20 people in the group in total. I keep it really small. But if you'd like to join my Inner Circle, where I'm actually as high as a level as potentially helping every single day, then that's it there. But anyway, the smart money does the opposite. Max fear equals buying opportunity. And you probably remember yourself, right? You probably remember yourself when it comes down to, let me bring this down to here, right? You probably remember yourself that what? That when we were down here at maximum fear, you probably remember I did a video, right, titled saying the greatest buying opportunity, right? And I actually took advantage of that, right? I actually bought call options on Tesla, and then Tesla actually had a nice rise, right? So rising greed equals time to be cautious. See how it's flipped upside down. So this is where the herd, this is where you never want to hop on Reddit forums or Yahoo chats or even the comment section, because those people in the comment section are not successful. Trust me, I know, trust me. I'm a YouTuber, but I'm also a trader as well too. I do really well from trading. In fact, when you go to getjohntop.com, that's an application for my coaching program, I show you my equity curve for all of last year, right? I'm a really good trader. For me, think about the mindset, right? I'm a really successful trader. I do really well, and that's why my coaching clients do so well as well too, even in this environment. But here's the thing, right? I'm not in the comment section commenting. I don't comment on any videos. So just be careful, just a bit of an FYI, right? Just be cautious and careful about who you're listening to. If you're listening to people in the comment section, trust me, I guarantee you 99.9% of the people in the comment section are not successful themselves. They're traders who are struggling. They're traders who are just throwing their fears and opinions out there. All the successful people that I know, including myself, we don't comment on videos, right? So don't go down that path there. And the reason I'm saying that is that a lot of people can see the fear and greed index as an opportunity, as a fear, right? But as you can see, this here was a buying opportunity. You hear, don't follow the herd. Train your mind to see fear as a signal, not as a warning. Discipline emotion equals how pros win. And so I hope you can see the reason why I'm bringing this up here now before I continue the market update is I'm trying to show you what's happening here right now. This is the fear and greed index right now. We're starting to get into this area up the top here, which is what? Greed into the extreme greed. This down the bottom here is what? Extreme fear. So it's important to flip it on its head. Now, what does that simply mean? That means what the herd is thinking. Remember, the herd's always wrong, right? And that's the reason why me and my coaching clients were ready down here. I even tried to warn you guys about, hey, there's a lot of fear. It's time to buy, right? And then we bought, and then some of my traders did really, really well from that, right? That was actually what I did was actually Tesla, right? It was actually Tesla. So as Tesla, it was actually, and this is actually true. I bought some here on Tesla, and then on this very big down bar through here, I saw it as capitulation, and I also loaded up big time on call options, and then we've had a nice rise ever since. I probably got out a bit too early, but still, we actually saw the bottom, saw the nice rise, and because the call options were very cheap at this time, as the market started to pick back up, the volatility in the call options started to really increase. So again, I got out a bit too early, but it was still a really nice opportunity. We took advantage of that opportunity, right? As you can see, a $5,000 trade down the bottom here, or a $5,000 trade here would have generated potentially $10,000 to $20,000 profit up through here, because this thing has taken off quite nicely. So just a really, 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 really nice profit. Anyway, back to the regular schedule at hand. I just wanted to share that with you to help you guys out, right? So next time you see things getting really fearful, control your emotions. Remember, fear equals opportunity, right? And on the back of that, actually, you know what? Let's actually do this here. Let's go. All right, let me show you this here. So, I'm gonna go. Since I'm on the topic of that, one thing I really want you to understand here is that for you guys that have quite a bit of money in your investment account, like I do, I have an investment account and a trading account, and it's quite large as well too. If you're looking to start to get into the market, but you're not sure when, the best times in history over the last 100 years have been when we've seen a 40, potentially even close to a 50% drop in the market. The last 100 years, as you can see, and this is where for you, again, this is for you guys that probably, you know, if you've got a couple of $1 million in your investment account right now, and you're looking to deploy it somewhere, and you look at like, where do I go? There's plenty of markets out there to actually start to deploy some of that. Some of the markets I'm doing right now, I think the mining sector's got a lot of good opportunities. But if you're looking to get back into the stock market and you're looking for an amazing buying opportunity, then I would say, and this is hard for most people, the best buying opportunity is always after the crash, right? Over the last 100 years, as you can see, the last 100 years, we can see here 1930, the market crashed 47%, and then it didn't actually. This is actually the Great Recession, and this is 3 year and 5 years. So after the Great Depression didn't really have a big bounce, but you didn't lose any money as well too if you're looking to put some money in. But apart from that, 1974, 50%, 2008, and then this one here, right? As you can see, most of the time, if the market starts to drop 40% plus, right? As you can see, over 40%, as it starts to get above 40%, especially into this 50% range, it seems like a really good opportunity because, as you know, things go in cycles, right? You've seen that for you guys that are a bit older as well too, and you've got a bit of money in your investment account. If you're looking for really good buying opportunities, one, look at the markets right now that haven't done well for the last 10 years because they're probably going to do really well. Look at things like the gold mining sector, right? That's actually something that you may want to look at. I believe the gold mining sector has got really good growth over the next 5 to 10 years. Now, that's obviously buy and hold. You're more like an investor, right? Again, this is for you guys that probably have a couple $1 million in your account and you're looking for more like that buy and just let it go for the next 5, 10 years, jump on that next move. Also, we do know the recession is just around the corner, so we're probably going to experience another one of these. And the reason why I'm bringing this up, especially for you guys that have got quite a bit of money in your account, is that if we start to see something like this again and you're looking for a really good buying opportunity and maybe you got a lot of cash in your account, then the best time to do it through history is what? Is that after we start to see 40+%, even into a 50% there, if you can buy and then hold it for 2, 3, 4 years, then as you can see, the returns are actually really quite nicely. So this is the thing here, right? And this is what actually happens through every single major crisis and so on and so forth. And you know, every single one of these. And guess what's going to happen on the next recession, right? The government's not going to stop printing money, not just yet. You can rest assured they're going to do another big massive QE package when the recession comes, right? So what do you think is going to come, right? Another one of these things here, another one in 2008, right? Market dropped here to this here, 2008, and look at this here. 1 year later, now this is just the S&P 500. This is not including the big stocks. This is some really good quality stocks you could buy at that time, right? And this is 100% based on the index, right? This is the S&P 500. All right. So that's for me, I'm looking for that as well too. So if this is it here, you could probably do, you know, if that's 100% on the index, you could probably see 200-300% increases on some really big, really good quality names in the markets. But at that time, the person who's saying this here is there's opportunities now to position yourself, or wait for the next couple of years. And over the next couple of years, you're going to see the market do this, right? We're going to see the market come down to here to potentially some of these 50% down here. They're gonna do the QE, which is going to reflate the market once again, and that's going to be a really good buying opportunity to start to see. I don't believe 100%. I think we're going to see, especially in the mining sector and so on and so forth, I think we're going to see a lot bigger prices. Again, if you guys have got a couple $1 million in your account and you do need some help when it comes to maybe looking at some other markets and some things like that, just go fill out the application, guys. And I'll speak to you on the phone and I'll see if I can actually help you when it comes to coaching you and guiding you through maybe not just some investment opportunities, but maybe some good trading opportunities as well too. So you can maybe generate some cash flow throughout the year as well too. So anyway, but for you guys, get ready for that. Get ready for this as well too. So back to my charting here. So what I'm seeing through here and what's probably going to happen is, one, we know we're going to get a pullback. It's just going to happen. But secondly, if I zoom my charts right out and I zoom it in here, you'll be able to see what's probably going to happen through here, which is going to be really, really, really powerful, by the way, right? We're probably going to get the pullback, and we will get a pullback. Okay, guys. So we know that's how markets work, right? We do know that. Okay, I'm pretty sure you do. There's no time in history where the market just keeps going up, and then it just keeps going that, and this keeps going. It's not going to do that, right? Maybe on a penny stock or whatever, but not on the big, massive S&P 500, right? So we're coming up through here, up through here, right? And then guess what? And now we're probably going to start to see through here for a couple months. So maybe this is what we're going to experience in June. This is going to be a nice little slow pullback to the 50% level through here. But what's that going to create through here? That's going to create what? Another higher low. So we're going to do this here. So therefore, we're going to create a low, a higher low, right? And then we can actually start to see this thing start to rise again as well too. So firstly, you're going to get a pullback. Just expect it, because again, that's what markets do, right? They go, that's what, and by the way, that's what a big upward trend is, right? If this is going to resume into the very big upward trend, we're going to see what? Up, down, we're going to start to form a higher low. We're going to start to do that again as well too, right? Due to the fact that we actually, if you look at the actual, on the daily charts, you can actually see that we actually had, if I just do this here, right, you actually can see, right, we had down, we made a lower high, down, and now we've made a higher high through here. So what's probably going to come down is we're probably going to come down to here somewhere, maybe in 50%, right, then form a higher low. If this is what a big bull market, if this is going to resume into a big bull market, then that's what we're probably going to see out of the S&P 500 from the ultimate perspective from there. Looking at the Dow, and the Dow's got a pretty much sort of the same sort of context as well too, as we go through here. We can see that we actually have, the Dow has actually rallied up through here. So we could get a nice little drop here for another couple of weeks maybe, and then start to form a higher low. By the way, traders, if we do get something like this coming up the next couple of months and we break through here, if we get this here, then we're about to see a screaming move for the rest of this year, guys. Okay, yes, there's a recession coming. Yes, there's all this sort of stuff coming, but doesn't mean the market can't have one more push to the upside before we actually then see that actually happening, right? That turnaround actually happening from there as well too. And the NASDAQ as well too. The NASDAQ, same sort of thing. The NASDAQ's actually the scariest one out of the whole lot. We really need to see a higher low for this to resume. We've actually got a potential head shoulder here. So what we really need to see out of this level is we really need to see this thing come down and then hold and then start to break up through there, start to break previous highs. If we do get something like this here, guys, then yes, the NASDAQ's going to get ready for another really big move to come. And it's just going to be like a wave, isn't it? Wave up, wave down, wave up, wave down, and the continuation from there as well, from that perspective from there. So let's go look at oil. Oil, baby! Guess what's coming with oil, guys? Oil is one of those markets that has been very lackluster. And this is where, for me and my personal trading, guys, and what I really am very big on, even with my coaching clients, is I have a thing called a setup. So I look for the setup, but then I'm actually looking for my entry candle to say today's to get in. And this is where a lot of traders get wrong, right? They don't really have a concrete plan. They're like, should I be in today? Should I be in today? Like, I'm not sure. Like for me, I have a concrete plan. I have the setup what I'm looking for. So it's setting up, and then bam, here's the entry candle I'm looking for and what I'm looking for. And I haven't actually gotten that yet, right? I haven't actually gotten the entry candle yet from the USO market, and therefore I haven't actually gone short. But I'm looking for a short because, as you can see, we are still holding below this level here. And if I bring on my 24 moving average from here to here, then guess what? Moving average is probably going to start to come down through to here. And then we could possibly start to see that through there. But oil is probably going to start to see some really, really, really big moves to the downside. Looking at the gold market is still just holding here, right? Waiting for the moving average to catch up. We actually may have one more move to the upside, guys. We're not getting any serious drops through here. So just by looking at this level here, guys, if we do start to see another one of these, because the market, Market is doing what this here, this here, this here. Looks like it's actually just doing that again right now, right? So if we do get the moving average trending up and it is starting to come up through here, right? And we have this week here, 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 and then we start to break up through there, then that's just going to be another high line. If we get that, then yeah, we're probably going to start to have a move. I would then say probably up to 4,000 if we do continue this situation from here. And so by looking at right now, you can see what's happening from here. So what we want to see, what you want to see is you want to see this market hold through here. You don't want to start to see this thing roll over quite strongly. If you are in gold, you want to see this here, sideways, sideways. You want another sideways pattern through there. So therefore we can see the up move, sideways, another big up move, sideways, another big up move, sideways, and then potentially another really big up move from there. So looking at there. So at the start of this video, I talked about a breakout that's happening right now. And I want to show you what that is in the comment section. See, a lot of people are focusing on, and this again, guys, this is the reason why if you're struggling, apply for my coaching, right? Second link, I think it's the link in the description, getjohntop.com. And the reason why, because I'm focusing on all markets all the time. I'm focused on all the stocks in America. I've got scans that I run. I'm looking at gold, silver, oil. There's so many opportunities, the whole sector right now, and even looking at some of the commodity prices or, commodity sector, and futures and so on and so forth. I was looking at natural gas, looking at uranium, and also looking at platinum, right? And look at platinum. Platinum has actually just started to break out right now. And check this out here. This is where it gets so cool, right? This breakout, this is the weekly chart here, right? Look at this here. Let me actually, you know what? Let me just save this. Let me go weekly daily here for a moment. Let's go to this one here. What we want to do is we're going to do this here. Let me actually just take off all the moving averages because we don't need the moving averages here, right? Now, guys, I'm not saying it's going to start to take off straight away, but this breakout is a very strong breakout. We could actually pull back first and then go for a run. But this actually looks really, really, really nice for a big breakout. And again, guys, see these opportunities. No one is talking about the platinum market, right? But look at that through there, right? So that there is what? This is the weekly chart to the left. This is the daily chart to the right. And look what happened, right? This is the daily chart. Look at this here. So daily chart, which is this trend line all through here. It actually what? Look at this through here, right? It connects it through there, as you can see, right? And we can see also all through that level, all through right there, as you can see. Let me go through there to there, as you can see, right? And look at that through there. Now, that's that trend line. This is, see the breakout? The breakout's through here. And we're also starting to get what? We're also starting to get this squeezing up pattern all through here as well, right? From there to there, as you can see. But look at this here. Not only are we squeezing up and we're breaking out from now, right? And this is the big breakout. But now we are also getting a really big, as you can see, a really big volume spike that actually happened back here on the daily charts. So this big breakout here, guys, as you can see, it's been doing nothing here it's had basically like a real big box, as you can see. A real big box all through here. And by the way, guys, this is just one of the markets that I'm looking at. I'm in two other trades right now, and they're just, one's bullish, one's bearish. Both amazing setup. There's so many amazing opportunities right now, guys. If you don't know what you're doing, then again, guys, the first thing I want you to do is that even if you don't want to invest in my coaching, that there's that first link in the description, johnsfreetraining.com. Go get access to my 25-minute training. I'll teach you exactly what to look for in these amazing trading setups, right? But if you do want to start to get on top of all this, so you're not missing out on these opportunities and potentially missing out on hundreds of thousands of dollars in profits, I say potential because there's no guarantees, right? But there's the opportunities there. Then again, make sure you apply for my coaching program, guys. Second link in the description there. But this breakout here, as you can see, it's been like that for all this time here. We're just starting, and this is the weekly chart. Look at this here. We're just starting to get that breakout right now after all this time. This is what this is here. 2006, this is actually, what's that? Almost 20 years later, and guess what? And we're starting to get the breakout right now, and this could be ready. This could be one of those nice moves over the next, say, 2, 3, 4 months. where we actually start to take some serious price action. Again, we're starting the breakout here, so this could be getting ready to go big time.